What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel as you tune in and you check out the content, right? And so now I want to talk about some comments that Kendrick Perkins made. And the, some of the comments he made was like a while ago and then recently, right? But I thought that this was I said this a while ago, and I thought it was true, and it applies to now, and especially now with LeBron James possibly going, possibly leaving the Lakers at the end of the season and going back to Cleveland, right? And so now the audio I'm about to play is from Kendrick Perkins saying that his comments on LeBron James having 10 head coaches will hurt his legacy. And I said this a while ago, right? And I always compare to like all the other greats, like Larry Bird. You know, he had Casey Jones, Isaiah Thomas had Chuck Daly, Magic Johnson had when you know, and these are the coaches you think about, and the coaches that have the most, you know, the connection to these great players. So Magic Johnson had Pat Riley. Michael Jordan had Phil Jackson. Kobe had Phil Jackson. And the thing about that, and what makes that important is players, because basketball is so competitive, players need to be able to focus on playing. And I said the same thing about Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? When they won that championship, the Milwaukee Bucks, they won that championship in 2021. They beat Phoenix, right? And they won that championship. Giannis just played out his mind, right? And I thought that once the Milwaukee Bucks won that championship, like Giannis was on his way. But right after that, they got rid of the coach. And that's not a good sign. Then, you know, that was Budenhauser, Mike Budenhauser. Then you get rid of Adrian Griffin, right? And, you know, it just it occurs to me that like these guys in the league now just have so much control, which I think is it's a blessing on one hand, but it's a curse on the other. Because if you have so much control that you kind of make mistakes that you shouldn't really be making, as far as like having coaches, you know, changing coaches and stuff like that. And in my opinion, that's a big part of what hurt LeBron James's career. And so let me play the audio from when Kendrick Perkins says it, and then I'm gonna come back and give some more of my opinions.
10 head coaches hurt LeBron's GOAT case.
Yes, it do. And Stephen A., let me ask you this. Can you tell the public what I did? Who did I text a couple of days ago in the group message out of the blue? It was you and who?
Me and Michael Wilbon.
And I texted him and I said,
it was me and
go
Michael.
ahead.
Yep. And you said, and you texted me and Michael Wilbon, and you said, you done convinced me, you damn near convinced me to change my mind on this GOAT argument after watching my two big bros say what you guys have said. That is what you said.
And Shannon, you can fix your body language because I'm here for it right now. And here's the thing, right? When it comes down to LeBron, Michael Wilbon was 100% right. It has never been accountability when it comes down to Bron when he have losing seasons or get eliminated. We could go all the way back to the Miami days when he got eliminated. He came on the mic and he talked about how he's going to go off and go off ride into his vacation and live his wonderful life, and everybody else got to go back to living a miserable life. When I think about LeBron James and I think about this situation in particular, it looks bad on him with Darvin Ham. Number one, think about last year where the Lakers were at the All-Star break. Rob Pelinka make a couple trades. He bring in Rui Hachimura. He bring in D'Lo. Okay, cool. LeBron James was out majority of that second part of that season. Darvin Ham coached his behind off with Anthony Davis leading the way to get them into the play-in, into the postseason, and into the Western Conference Finals. Okay, coming to this season, LeBron James at the trade deadline was sending so many subliminals for Rob Pelinka to make a move because he knew that the Lakers did not have enough. He knew that he wanted a DeJounte Murray to come over, but Rob Pelinka held on to Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell because he knew that in the Western Conference, he needed guys on the perimeter that was going to defend. So Darvin Ham he got the most out of what he had. And when you think about this roster, everybody kept saying, well, he's playing D'Lo and he's playing Austin Reeves so many minutes together. Why? Because they need spacing. And that was his only options. At the end of the day, man, I hate to say it, but I believe this in my soul right now. I wish LeBron James will retire. Not because I don't want to see more of LeBron James, not because I don't appreciate LeBron James, but I honestly believe deep down inside, the more LeBron James continue to play the game of basketball, the more it's going to hurt his legacy and the more it's going to continue to hurt his GOAT argument. Because as long as he steps foot on that floor,
All right, so you heard what Perkins said, right? The having the 10 coaches definitely hurt him, and then the longer he played will definitely hurt his GOAT argument. And so when this GOAT argument first started like catching some steam and catching on, I was trying to tell people, like, you try to reason with people and tell people, like, nah, if you seen Mike, Kobe, and Bird and all those guys play Magic, like LeBron is not the GOAT. He's not the GOAT, but people don't want to hear it, right? So then I just took the approach. I was like, well, I hope LeBron play until he like 65, right? Because LeBron James had 4 championship rings in like 23 years. And then next year it'll be 24, right? 4 championship rings in 24 years. No way this guy can be in a GOAT conversation. I don't care what his stats say. People don't put Kareem in the GOAT conversation like that, and which Kareem should probably be way ahead of LeBron as far as a GOAT conversation. But they don't put him in there because of his because of longevity. They just put him in there because of what he did, on the court. Not how long he stayed on the court, right? And so it's just so much going on with LeBron James. And I don't understand like why the league is just allowing and pushing this narrative, that LeBron James is the GOAT. But Kendrick Perkins said it, he wishes that LeBron James had not, don't play this long because he heard his argument for the GOAT. And Kendrick Perkins was a person who was saying that LeBron James was a GOAT. But after, LeBron James playing for as long as he is, that argument goes out the window. Because if you got a guy, which I think is still outrageous, if you got a guy who played 20 years and had 4 rings, that's like 1 ring every 5 years, right? And that's still a stretch when you look at Michael Jordan, who had played 15 years and got 6 rings, and with 2 3-piece. That's still a stretch to argue against that. But the longer LeBron James play, man, and the thing I like about LeBron James is he makes the argument, he makes it so much easier for people to want to argue against him being a GOAT by what he's doing now, like just hanging around. So, and I thought I wanted to replay this audio from Kendrick Perkins, man, because I just think that it's just coming true that LeBron James is hurting his own legacy. Everything he do, like with the coaches, so many different players that he had on his team, everybody, and so next year LeBron James will be in Cleveland. That's what they say. Now I'm hearing that the Cleveland Cavaliers are worried that Donovan Mitchell may not re-sign. And I think that superstar basketball players don't want to play with LeBron. Because if you lose, with LeBron on your team, then you're going to be the scapegoat. And don't nobody want that. If you win with LeBron on your team, then LeBron is going to get all the credit, right? It's going to be all about LeBron. Everybody knows it's going to be the LeBron James show. So people don't want to sign up for that. And that's and it's even more distractions than that. I'm not even sure. I think maybe even Bronny James will probably go back to Cleveland with LeBron because what are the Lakers going to do with Bronny James? It's not like he can help the team at all. But just keep this in mind. What Kendrick Perkins just said. The 10 coaches is going to hurt him. The length of time that he's playing is going to hurt his legacy. And yeah, I hope LeBron do go to Cleveland, and they give him the farewell tour. I think it's going to be all about money. As from a Cleveland standpoint, for the organization, they're going to make more money out of the situation. So I didn't think they would go for it at first, but I guess money talk, and they're going to go for it. But that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.